and we are glad to be right back here to. First of all, let us say we apologize for uh, our break that was due to a serious technical problem that was far beyond our control. And seriously, it hamper or jeopardize our program here on Samja TV. And Isa Liberia is your Wednesday program. I know you miss it. We miss you too. For 2 weeks. We have not been on, and we're not been able to bring you issues concerning Liberia. So we're back tonight. My name is Vivian Cook. I am your host. We are back tonight to discuss our regular issues. We know you, our fans, have been waiting for this wonderful time where we can talk together. So tonight is our introductory night and our apologies night to our many viewers, listeners, people who depend on us both on YouTube and on Facebook to bring them the best. Um, couldn't see us the past 2 weeks. I know it's been like, wow, one of these people are not coming, but it's been a really tough time not being on. I miss you, and I hope that tonight we can just brief you through some of the latest happenings in the country, current event, and then next week, our guests, our regular guests, will be back here for us to move our program to another level. So my name is Vivian Cook, you know me, and I am your host inside Liberia on Samtra TV. Once more, you are welcome to our broadcast tonight. Welcome. So we want to go straight into our discussion points. We want to talk. The first of all, we want to congratulate the House of Senate for taking that drastic action and on the security of this country. When it comes to drugs trafficking, it is no joke. It is no joke. To say almost a month that no one has been arrested up to current time in Liberia, we have not heard anything about arrest, and it's like other things popping up and killing. That whole discussion, that isn't fair to the people of Liberia. That isn't fair to the people of Liberia at all. All of us know the level for which this drug issue has reached in this country. So we want to congratulate the Liberian Senate for inviting us somewhere the security apparatus yesterday, and then coming up with harsh decisions that we hope and pray that they will work towards, or they will work with, to bring those who are involved in whatever way to justice. It's hard. The country we live in has a whole lot. We got a whole lot to deal with, and dealing with drugs and just letting it slide. 19 million is not joke. Just letting it slide like that. It's like we playing or doing something that is irrelevant, or that the Liberian people don't deserve any answer, or we are keeping a serious security issues from the public. We know it takes time. It takes long time to investigate those involved. But if you're not saying anything at all, it makes the people to feel that you're not doing anything. And they also feel that you are overlooking the entire citizenry of Liberia. This is something that we need to take very seriously. The media has been very much involved. Very, very much. Even the social media, the private citizen journalists have been very much involved in this issue. And it's like nothing is happening. So we hope that based on some of the discussions that we've been following from the House of Senate yesterday, we hope that the new week, because we are already into the middle of this week, we are hoping that before the end of this week or the new week, there will be some important information for Liberia, or there will be some justification, something that Liberians can hold on to, or some arrests, maybe some arrests will have been made in this drugs case. It is no joke. It is no joke. All of us who got children, we are worried, especially our children who are already involved. Some of us, our children are already involved in this drugs issue. And this one is too huge. This one has touched, or it has reached the entire Liberia. This is no community thing. It's a whole country issue. By this time, there should be some arrest. There should be something that the citizens will be proud of the security apparatus for. Say, yes, they've done something, they are one step ahead. But nothing, it is wrong. Absolutely nothing has been done. Well, we look up to them for to see how it's going to be. Next week, Wednesday, we have the police spokesperson here. He will be giving us updates about regular police work. That is our mission with him. We always have him here to clear the air on some police issues or some security issues that affect the country that we all live in. And so next week, Wednesday, the police spokesperson will be here to talk about issues. I'm sure that will be one of his talking points. So for now, we just hitting you, giving you some update of regular things are happening in Liberia right now. And one of the things too that is also on our mind tonight to talk about is the young people ministry that is being headed by a young person. The Ministry of Youth and Sport, Ministry of Youth and Sport is doing extremely well when it comes to helping to develop the minds and keeping the young people busy, especially during this vacation time where schools are closed, parents are struggling to find the next fees for September school year. We only have August, only have August to raise that money. In fact, we have July to raise that money because registration begins August. And we know our kids have to go back to school in September. And here we are today. I was so excited to see online that the Minister of Youth and Sport have created additional vacation jobs apart from the Gala jobs and scholarships opportunities. She has been giving additional jobs for our young people beginning from the age of 15. Yeah, in a twinkling of an eye, that whole that whole vacancy was closed. Because if you got over 8,000 persons applying for 3,500 vacation job, then just know what's happening. But that is the kind of country we live in. We need it. We need every opportunity for our young children. Something that will keep them really busy. Something that will have them focused. That they will not be thinking about things that are not necessary, unnecessary things. Imagine a 15-year-old, my 15-year-old son, your 15-year-old daughter are out there doing little vacation job for themselves, trying to help their parents earn something for the next school years. It's a plus. It is a plus for we parents, for us the parents. It's a plus for us. And we want to congratulate the minister seriously. We would love to congratulate the minister for the kind of effort she's making and with the support from different ministries, organizations, both international and local. We know that she's going to do a great job for our young people. And then we're looking forward to see more and more every year. We look forward to see things that are happening in Liberia. It's been a while now since we saw 15, 16 years old young people doing their own hustle. I say hustle because in Liberia, most of what we do, we refer to it as hustle. So I feel good. This morning, even myself try applying for my 15 years old son. This is this is welcoming. This is so welcoming. We are glad that we have a young minister there who can think about young people in different ways, and then supporting young people in every way possible. We look for one day to have the minister on our platform that we maybe have already began making negotiation for, to have a one night on this platform so we can talk about more and more of what she intend to do for the Liberian youth. So if you are one of those, or your kids or kid are one of those who've been qualified, or who has applied for this job, let us keep our finger crossed. I know it will come to pass, and it's important that you give hats off to the young minister, the minister of the young people in Liberia. We call the young people mother. That's very, very laudable of her. Too many good things mixed up with too many issues in Liberia in these few days. But that is what we want to talk about tonight. First, we want to talk about how the security can speed up with the issue of this drugs trafficking in Liberia, and we look at our young people while we are talking about that issue in a kind of grievous mind, with a kind of grievous spirit. Let us also be glad that we have some good news for our young people in Liberia who are going to be chosen to do their own little work during this vacation, to keep them busy, take them away from things that are not important or that will not make sense to them as we go about our duties during the vacation time. It's been a very hectic school year from parents, very hectic school year for a lot of parents, especially people who got three, four, five kids. It's not easy. And this opportunity, as it has come, we encourage parents to make very, very good use of it. Look, it's just that we in one country where people don't appreciate anything, and we look at everything from a political background. But there are some things that is just so real, and we should appreciate it. We must appreciate that. And one of those is the level of work in a short period of time that the youth and sports minister is doing in this country. She's very young. She could use the first 1 year to get what she can get out of Liberia, and wait for the next 2, 3 years to come back as a candidate or an aspirant. But no, she's on heels. She's on heels, making young people to feel close to her, that they need it. She's in everybody's business, every young person business, promoting them from the entertainment world, coming to the sports side, to whatever way, even in the development side, whatever thing that young people want to do, she is there giving them support. At the same time, working overtime, begging other ministries, negotiating with them to help. And those are things that people used to do way back in the 80s and stuff like that. People used to take vacation job, get a job, and then that's how many persons ended up in several ministries in Liberia. Several ministries because of these things. Who knows? Tomorrow, your child, my child, will be one of the beneficiaries. So it's laudable, and that's something we must appreciate. Instead of turning it into politics, let us appreciate the work of Cornelia Cra. She's doing a very wonderful job. And as for me, I just want to appreciate her tonight and call on all well meaning parents. We are the ones benefiting. If our kids benefit from such an opportunity, we are the ones benefiting. Yes, somebody will say, but it always should have been that way. Yes, but for some time now, it has not been that way. Even if it was not, it has not reached the number or the level for which it has reached. Today, it has spread from county to county. So that's something that we can see and we must appreciate as parents. That's a very good. start for our Liberian youth. I'm glad the young people too are very cooperative and giving her all necessary respect that she needs and willing to adjust and stand up for their own selves because tomorrow it may not be her anymore and then they have to move on as young people in the country. So wherever you are, Cornelius, you are you are on our list tonight of appreciation to you, and not just to you, but to you and your powerful team at the Ministry of Youth and Sports and all those who've been supporting and adding value to our young people in a short period of time that you have been minister there. So that's it. We highly appreciate your effort for all these opportunities that you have. I highly appreciate it and happy belated birthday to you also. That is one of the things that we will continue to talk about tonight. We'll continue to speak about as we are on the program to bring back our listeners, our viewers, our friends on Facebook and YouTube on Inside Liberia or Samtra TV. So every time we will bring back the issue of the young people. And if you are interested, make a point by sending your comment on Facebook or on YouTube on our conversation. It's me alone tonight, and it's a Liberia. Very important that you were here with me. If you have not joined the line yet, I encourage you to join. Come out. Let's talk about relevant issues. No jokes, no politics. Let's talk about relevant issues that has to do with our country. This is all we have. Liberia is all we have, and that's all we need to focus on. That's all we need to focus on. Not everything we will put at our country at stake. No, not everything we will put our country on the line. Some things that deserve healing, let's be serious about it. And like I said today, yesterday the Senate did a very good job. Maybe if the Senate had not called on the security apparatus in the country, by this time we will have closed that case. Like we were quite to change topic. Oh. We were on this drugs issue last week, before we know, Mama Liberia storage jump inside. Tata Vegi storage jump inside. Master Queen jump inside. The whole thing changed. And that's Liberia for you. Every time there is something important, something can come up as a distraction. But it was good that there are men, the horse of Senate is the horse of elders. It was good that the elders brought the discussion back to light. And they are still tall about it. I listened to several of them giving their views. And all of them are concerned about arrest. All of them are concerned about arresting perpetrators or bringing perpetrators to book. All of them are concerned about why they delay, why the police, the LDA delaying this investigation. And that's very important. It's not about party line anymore. This is about the country. This is about Liberia. This is about our security, our reputation in the international community. This is about it. Let's put all political views aside. But we need to know, we need to focus on that investigation. It's very important. If we just allow some other topic to come out and it slide away, it is done. It is done. There will be no other discussion about it. And that is just where it was going. This case was just going down the drain slowly. The media tired talking about it. So they have to grow their own media institutions by talking about other things. And that's when other things started coming in. Things like, in fact, even some things that don't even matter to the country. Some things that don't even matter started coming up. And because the social media is a place where people love to be, they want to read, they want to see everything that happens, want to be a part, they want to report everything, whether it is relevant or not, whether it is newsworthy or not. The social media wants to report everything that happens in this country. Because of that, we're gradually closing on this case. We were gradually closing on this case. I saw one or two persons asking, so what's happening to the drugs case? Is it just dying like that? What's happening? What's going on with the drugs case? But it was just on its own slow way, dying like natural death until the House of Elders decided to bring it back. Yes, in open plenary too. This is something that we all need to be serious about. This time around, even if we get on a heavy downpour of rain, to say we marching for against drugs or just this is just too much. This is far from the ordinary march where people will just bring the regular stuff that the children take in Liberia, damage their own lives and their own hearts and whatever it is, where we feel so bad and guilty about, especially parents like us. And but this is far beyond that. This is far beyond that. And if just the other day, I saw the LDEA people on the social media in one viral video entering several persons' homes. One of the girls who was the enter, I know her from way back, and I saw the fear in her face. I saw fear in her face when the guys entered and had her on camera. And just 2 days ago, I saw another lady uh, 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 naked completely like how she was born. And the LDE people had camera on and they were saying, we'll put camera on you. Say you don't want to put clothes on, we will put camera on you. And they had camera on that lady from the beginning to the end. Even when her daughter tried to push them because of the shame, such a young girl, I'm not saying she's right for selling drugs. That is, if she's selling, I'm not saying she's right. But that kind of video, that other kind of recording wasn't necessary, especially when there were female officers there that could have taken control of the situation, telling no, put the camera once her, we are women, whether she wants to dress or not, we will dress her. We'll make sure she wears clothes before we do the evasion or the search, whatever we are calling. That's something that we expect a female officers in every law enforcement office. The reason females join and people think that gender sensitive issues should be handled by female. That is why they always empower them on every team. They got female there. There are some issues that the men, some of them are so aggressive from their background, they're coming up days, they feel that kind of authoritative power is always, it's so used to them, they feel that they were born with authority and power. So there is no way you can stop them. There is no way you can stop them from doing what they want to do. But in that same office or in that same space where they are female, people expect them to handle issues according to their own their own status as a woman or women. People expect them to handle it. I was hearing the women voices behind say, "Yo, the way she will come, put handcuff on the other one, put the handcuff on her for what so?" Because she was shamed that her mom was on camera naked, like real naked, or should I say butt naked. She was ashamed as a young girl when she saw that incident. And the TA kept saying, I will put camera on you. Since you refuse to put on clothes, we'll put camera on you. It is just simple. You want somebody else to make to raid or to to a search. And the person refused, probably because they see you. I'm not saying that she was naked when you got there, or maybe she saw you and she stripped herself naked. There are people like that. Doesn't mean in any way that you put camera there, put them on social media, simply because you have that authority to do so. You think that you're in the right to do so. No, no. That's why the women in these areas will always step in and say, no, let me handle it. Go inside, my sister. Put clothes on, because whether you like it or not, we searching this place. We got a search warrant already. So go inside, follow her there, close the door, make sure she wears clothes and come outside for you to do your search. And those are simple, simple things that securities should be able to handle. But no, camera all over her from down to up, down, up, down, up. This guy was recording, was going down, up, showing her entire body to the world, and claiming that he had a right because she was refusing for them to do the search. That's why she stripped herself naked. That was so wrong. And you doing that to just a small eraser. Here we are with the kind of huge consignment of drugs passing through Liberia to go to another country, passing through Liberia, and you can't arrest one person up to now, only because we call it hardcore security issue. Mhm. It's a hardcore security issue. So we couldn't arrest anybody up to now. But DEA, LDA can work with somebody else, even while they're naked, and put camera on them. It's not fair to the citizens. It's not fair. Oh. We're not encouraging anyone to sell drugs in Liberia. If I have my own way, they will arrest every single drugs, even if possible the ones that when you buy from the clinic that can make you feel drowsy. Even that one, if I have my own way, they will ban it from Liberia. Because they got some painkillers that when you take it, it can make you to feel. That's why I don't take one painkiller they got I will think about the name and they call it. Anytime I make mistake to take that, I will lay down the whole day, sleep, try to get out nowhere, sleep. It will be hitting you back to back on the bed. Since I don't know how many years I experienced that painkiller, I don't take it, but it's yeah, it's called relief. Relief. Anytime I take relief, no matter the pain, I will not get up. 24 hours, I will be on the bed. When you dragging me up, when I'm trying to get up, I can drop back, I feel just again. Drop back. Because of that, I don't take that thing at all. If I have my own way, it will not even be in a drugstore. It will not even be there. Yeah, but that's why it's called drug. Maybe if for other purposes, if for other reasons, who am I to say? So some of us don't support the idea of drugs in Liberia at all. We're part of the huge march. The turnout was huge. As women and young girls, young boys were part of that march. We've been involved. We've been taking our children who are involved into drugs abuse and usage to police. We've been taking these things seriously. But equally so, the security needs to take it more seriously. Mhm. Need you people need to take it more seriously. We can't be here arresting community small drugs sharp, and then we got that kind of amount, 19 million kid or something, passing in Liberia. It's been caught and there is no arrest. But you been going to people's houses to arrest. So if we can arrest the small local cocaine and small tablet and thing, what more about that huge one? We need the police need to do something. The security needs to do something. That is why we say the Senate did a great job yesterday by not allowing this case to be swept under the carpet. Because the social media is quick to change topic. Since that thing last week, there is nothing about it this week. Absolutely nothing. We don't Liberians we're gonna get like 3 days, 4 days before you make up your mind. It's done. We're talking different thing. We're talking about different thing. So that is why we continue to say to our people, let us not take this lightly. Let us not give up the media. Let us not give up. This is a serious matter. A very serious matter. If it wasn't that serious, the Senate wouldn't have brought it back to the floor. And we look forward, like I said, we look forward to a credible investigation. We know we've been looking forward, but we're still looking for to a credible investigation. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see is who's going to be arrested, who are the ones involved. Let's see if we're going to take this seriously. Because that's how I see it. That we need to take it seriously. We can just sit down. The thing is just more than police arrest. And they know that. They know. It's too huge to be swept under the carpet. It's too huge to just let it slide. If we're running behind those small petty trucks, which is a good thing to do, then let us run behind this one. Because this one is the one that could damage Liberia at the international scene. We know there are other countries where people face the same drugs issue. But we should fight for our country. We should fight for it. We should fight against it. We should fight and let the fight be at the highest level. No one should say we should only fight down and allow the upper level to just go like that. Let the fight be at the highest level from down straight up. Let the fight be a strong one that every Liberian will see and say, oh yes, these people have worked. The police, the LDA, the entire security, they're doing a wonderful piece of job. Let us not just leave it like that. Drug issue is a serious trafficking issue. It has too much international bearing. So once we're able to go down to communities, it means we are able to go up. We're looking forward, like I said, and I'll say again, we will continue to look forward as we have been looking since the last time. We'll continue to look forward to see where we are when it comes to the arrest and prosecution of those involved in such drug trafficking in Liberia. We can accuse anybody. We are not the police. The media is not the police. The media is there to work with the police. We have our own role to play. The national security has their own role to play. The ordinary citizen have their own role to play. And of course, yeah, the entire country has a role to play. So in playing these roles, we have to focus. The media role is to bring you the issues as it unfolds. Yes, that's why when the Senate spoke yesterday, you see how the media taking it. We're taking it very seriously. Go on the social media, listen to news on the radio, read the news in the newspaper, on online platforms, read. Even on our Central TV platform, go there, follow the issues, read. So that's the media own work. We don't judge. It's the court. The media doesn't do investigation. We don't undermine investigation. We follow investigation. Even if we try to do independent investigation, it is not our duty to report any findings. We follow investigation. The police, the security responsible for the investigation. That is why when you hear everybody say we're calling on the security apparatus, we're calling on the security, we're calling on the security, that is from that background that we're calling on them. Because it is their duty to do investigation and report. And it is our duty to report whatsoever update that they give for the public consumption. There is no way any media person will stand here and tell you, say, I know who brought drugs here. They will be lied, they don't have sufficient proof. It is not their duty. It is not their duty. I don't care who can be feeding them with the information. The information may be true or it may be false. So when we say we're calling on the security apparatus for a proper, standard, transparent investigation and prosecution, we know because that's their job to do. So if the Senate say we gave you so time to make report to us on a level of investigation and arrest because they know it is their duty. Yeah, our own duty is to encourage them to make report, is to encourage them to keep flagging the issue until they can see the need to make their investigation speedily. No joke. Until they can see the need to provide the information that the public needs. The media is responsible to be on their back. You got a whole, I don't know, you got a whole media team behind you every time you go out to do community reading or host to host search. You got a whole group, everyone recording, everyone taking picture, everybody recording and making so. In fact, people going live while you're doing your job. You're going live on Facebook. You call that transparency. You want people to see who's selling, who's bringing in, how it coming, how they tie it, how they do this one. You want the public to see all of that. And then when it comes to something far bigger, you say the information is classified. Say it's classified now, break it down. Let's see how best the public can consume it. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Drugs is not easy. It's not something to just it's not something to just play with, especially that Emma. If you want to make a point, a comment, or you want to play part on this show, please go to Samtra TV on YouTube or on Facebook. Yeah, go to YouTube and Facebook, make a comment. Let's hear you, or you better still, you can just follow our channel on YouTube and send your comment right there. This is Samja TV. Our program is Inside Liberia. It comes on every Wednesday. And 2 Wednesdays ago, we had serious map functioning of our equipment, and we had to work on them to be back. Today, we are glad to be back with you and to share these relevant information with you for us to discuss together, have these kind of discussions that are most relevant to our country, to our society, to the citizens. Trust me, you will you will not believe you will not believe that when this drugs issue comes up, Liberia will be on the world map again for proper investigation. People will admire our securities. People will admire the government and the level of professionalism they handle this issue with. And that's the thing we want. We want a fair play of what we can do in terms of investigation. And I know the police, the LDA, they are capable of doing that. They are capable of doing the right thing. We just need them to do it. And maybe they've been very slow and we just need them to do it. That's it. We just need them to do it. Not that they can do it, but we need them. We need to push them like the way we are doing now. We did it 2 weeks ago. We did it a few days. But it didn't work because somebody else just came and, you know, overshadowed it. But now that it's back on the floor, it is in the Senate. It's for us also as citizens, not just the media, citizen journalists, community people, community leaders. This is something that be able to we must be able to follow and push the security to do. Let's encourage them to do it so that we can go back on the world stage. It's not just easy to be a Liberian. Trust me. There are so many things that come with being a Liberian. And that's what people always say. But let's do the right thing. And as doing it, let's be professional. We don't have to run in front of the security apparatus to come up with our own findings. Where do you get your findings from? It's from human being. They to get their findings from the CMO. But don't give them the space, let them do their work and do it the right way. The only thing they shouldn't be chasing lower community drugs and leaving the higher one or the highest one. Let them see it as a means to clear the entire country. If we say we want Liberia to be drugs free, start from up. There's small thing I can see the children them posting when they capture or when they enter a house and they bring the plastic outside. The thing I can see on the paper. I don't I may not know the names, but those small things, it came from somewhere bigger, somewhere where they are. So when you're going after the petty traders, you gotta start going up. Most importantly, we got to go to this 19 million worth of drugs issue to discuss. To investigate it, and it's no child's play. That is why we from the media are here to buttress the effort of the Liberian people. We're here to push our security to the wall. We're here to push them forward, let them do the right thing. Let them focus on how to investigate professionally and come up with findings. At least let Liberians know where this is coming from. Let us know where it's coming from. Seriously. Somebody says, let all the ministers and lawmakers do drugs tests. Yes, yes. And all offices. People go to work in the morning, somebody they already have. Taxi drivers can all, KK riders can all, bike riders can all. They already under the influence of drugs. Two, but by the time we start having a standard drugs testing place in Liberia, there will be a lot of people being caught. Not just the local boys, not just our young children who calling themselves so good and proud to call themselves, and not just our children who run away from home to go and smoke in the small ghettos. But if you do a standard drugs test as at agencies and ministries, you will see what will happen. You will see. You will be shocked. You will be very, very shocked. We are humans now. Nobody is above anything. No one can say because we're talking about it, so it means that the person who is talking about it or who running after it can do it. Some people that's the only way they can have sanity if they are under the influence of drugs. Those are things that we need to put in place. And that should be one of the recommendations from the security that there should be a standard drug testing at least every Monday of the week at ministries and agencies. Let there be something that will push Liberia against the wall or Liberians against the wall to get rid of this drug thing that we face. Let us push them against the wall. It's up to us, the media, to always encourage the government to do the right thing, not to criticize them. Even though sometimes there should be criticism, yes, there should be criticism, but at this point, let us encourage them to do the right thing. Let us push them to the wall to do the right thing. Let us not lie on them, but let's push them to the wall to do the right thing. That is the importance of the job that we do in the media. If you follow me, Central TV, you will see every capture, every capture of that incident, we've been reporting. We've been reporting because it is our duty to do so. Follow our day-to-day activities here, you will know. There should be no politics when it comes to the issue of that 19 million drugs. Let fairness reign. Let's report fair play. Hope we understand that we got no issue. Samja TV got no issue with anybody. All we are doing is the right thing, holding the government's feet, especially the security apparatus, to the wall, as the Senate has brought that issue back on the floor. Let us hold the government to their feet to come up with a serious investigation. This should have been at least 2 or 3 persons by now should have been arrested, and then we're pushing for further arrest, but nothing doing, absolutely nothing doing. We'll leave it here. We'll leave the drugs issue right here tonight, and we encourage, we look forward, like we said, next Wednesday, the police spokesperson will give an update on police activities in the country. That was where we were before we lost our, we had a technical problem that we had that couldn't make us to come on for 2 weeks on this show. But thank God that it is fixed and we are here again. We're ready and we're moving forward on inside Liberia. Police, LDA, we hold you to your feet. We look forward to a true, sincere, transparent, professional investigation and findings. That's what we are. Don't delay anymore. It has reached its peak, and Liberia demands to know where this drug is coming from. This is where we are. We have had enough of the delay. We have had enough of the delay. We want a transparent investigation. Stop calling local people names. People in past through the airport, they were in a yellow test. So what? Where it came from? Who put it in a yellow test? Who packed them there? I want to go to the yellow test. Where the test came from? How you reached to the airport? Don't worry. We want to know where the drugs came from. It's too huge. We already fighting a battle here. You know how many young people in prison? Because some of the young people that are in prison, they were raped or raided from the ghetto. They've been there 3, 4 years. 3, 4 years. People took them from the ghetto. They look like Zogo and just put them in a pickup. They enter South Beach and nobody to free them. They just there. They don't have any relative to free them, to be friend. That's how they are in our prison today for the same drugs. So then why should people who are authorized, the authorized people who brought it here be passing around free day like they know nothing about it? They will just go to a small community, collect people children, grab them, children that we should put in a rehabilitation, we just send them to subbish because we were caught in ghetto. And they are sitting there. Let's do the right thing. This is a very important issue. Let us do the right thing as a people, as a country. If we deal with the people in the higher ups, the children on the street today will start reducing because the drugs will start reducing. It will not be coming in the country the way it's coming in right now. So it will start reducing. Then children will start going back home to their parents to be rehabilitated. Some of the children, they stay at home, but they steal everything they hang and lay on right in the house just to go take drugs. It's that bad. It got people broken down. So if it is that bad here, what may you think the people who brought it or who bring it them, passing through Liberia with them, walking around with them, should not be arrested? We will be on the police back. We'll be following all the press conferences. We'll be on the LDA back. We will be watching them going from small ghettos to people homes, raiding them, and we'll be asking them what happened to the big one. We'll be asking them those questions. Why the delay when it comes to the big one? We know it's a high class or classified security issue, but we also know that it is bringing our country down. It is bringing our country down. So we need to sit down and discuss it. We need justice. We need investigation done. We need the perpetrators to be brought to book. Thank you for joining us this evening on Sandra TV and the program Inside Liberia. We are glad to be back after settling our technical problem with our show. And we are glad to have you always. We, members of Sandra TV, want to say congratulations to us for over 1,300 followers, and we're looking forward to our reporters as they continue to engage our page to reach our number that we are targeting. So tonight, my name is Vivian Cook. Watch out tomorrow for our program, The Power of Hall, and then on Friday for the Young People Hour. And then we have prime time coming up on Saturday, and on Sunday is our religious program. Yeah, we do the right thing. We say the right thing, and we follow the right thing. We educate. We're here to transform, and we are here to promote. God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening as we come to an end of today's edition of Inside Liberia. Once more, my name is Vivian Cook, and I am your host of Inside Liberia. God bless you. Thank you for joining us. We see you next week, Wednesday, 9 o'clock p.m. Studio. Thanks to our studio coordinator, Leon Twasama, who is always there, bringing us the best. Studio, thank you. Studio, are you there?